Hello everyone. Welcome to today's course on how to improve your communication skills. What you think is that one thing that drives effective communication? You might be thinking is the choice of words you use, the tone of your voice, your body language, so on and so forth. But guess what? These factors can only do so much. The real and the most significant element of effective communication is empathy. If you think of it, empathy is pretty much the most significant element for any kind of human interaction, and more so in the case of professional communication. Unlike your friends or family, your professional peer group doesn't have any insight into your background, just like you don't have much information about theirs. So, to make up for that, you need to be really empathetic towards your audience, considerate of what you say and how you say it. Today, we are going to talk about what is professional communication, improving your professional vocabulary, and the best practices of verbal communication. If you're looking for more of such learning content, visit Great Learning Academy, where you will find elaborate courses on various domains, ranging from machine learning, data science, to digital marketing and graphic designing. These courses have been recorded and taught by the experts and people who have industry insights. In fact, we also have a rich repository of basic help content for professionals to help them prepare for interviews and communicate more effectively with their professional peer group. And the best part? All of these courses are completely for free. So, what are you waiting for? Register yourself and start your upskilling journey. And subscribe to our YouTube channel for more of these bite courses, webinars, and educative live sessions. What is professional communication? Professional communication actually refers to the various forms of speaking, listening, writing, and responding that is carried out both in and beyond the workplace, whether in person or electronically, but always in a professional context. From meetings and presentations, to memos and emails, to marketing materials and annual reports, in business communication, it is essential to take a professional, formal, and civil tone to make the best impression on your audience, whether they're your colleagues, supervisors, or customers. Professional communication, in contrast to general communication, is guided by professional ethics. Professional ethics demand that you be courteous and all your communications should be around your work. So, what are these professional ethics that you need to keep in mind? Well, to begin with, you have to be courteous. Your tone of voice should be formal yet polite. At no point of your communication should you come across as impolite, however difficult your context might be. Your speech should also be guided by a principle of appropriateness. Do not make presumptions based on the gender, race, or culture of your audience or stereotype them. Refrain from suggesting anything that might be tainted by political colors or is gender specific. You must attract your audience's interest and focus on how your listener is receiving what you're telling him or her. The overall tone for the speech should be driven by work related topics. Refrain from making any kind of personal remarks. Now, having said that, you should also be very warm and cordial towards your audience. Be open minded while having a conversation or a meeting with your colleagues. Your tone should not be aggressive or intimidating. You should be easy to talk to so that your peers or supervisors can easily communicate the required message to you. An important part of good communication is active listening. So, while engaging in a conversation, always listen keenly when your audience says something. Never interrupt, and if you do, apologize immediately and let them continue with their speech. Also, try not to think of what your response will be when you're listening. Focus on what they're attempting to say. The idea here is to get your work related message conveyed without upsetting or offending your audience. Speak in such a way that it makes your audience feel comfortable listening to you. Now we'll talk about professional jargons. When you're in a professional ambience, when you're in a professional environment, especially in a company culture, you will frequently come across professional jargons. So, what are professional jargons? Professional jargons actually refer to a set of specialized terms that are relevant and used frequently in professional environments. While these words and terms are not widely used in general communication, they make professional communication easier and more effective. Now, the problem is, while professional jargons might make communication easier in a corporate environment, it often creates obscurity for freshers in the industry. Learning these terms and breaking them down might help you feel more of a part of the company culture that you're working for. So, these are some of the most popular, commonly used jargons that professionals use from time to time. Agile. Agile refers to a method of project management used especially for software development that is characterized by the division of tasks into short phases of work and frequent reassessment and adaptation of plans. Actionable. Actionable refers to a piece of information that helps you in taking an action in the right direction. All hands. An all hands meeting brings the entire organization together to share updates, ask questions, and get to know senior leadership better. Unlike team or department level meetings, an all hands meeting actually ensures that everyone receives the same information and message. Bandwidth. Bandwidth refers to the amount of finite time and resource that one can allocate for a particular project. Core competency. Core competencies are the resources and capabilities that comprise the strategic advantages of a business. Cross training. Cross training involves teaching an employee who was hired to perform one job function some other skill sets that are required to perform other job functions. Deep dive. When a business has a problem, a deep dive may be conducted to investigate the issue and to mitigate its negative effects in an efficient and cost effective manner. Deep diving allows the business to be sure of their solution so they can operate in the most risk adverse way possible. Deliverable. A deliverable is a tangible or intangible good or service produced as a result of a project that is intended to be delivered to a customer, either internal or external. A deliverable could be a report, a document, a software product, a server upgrade, or any other building block of an overall project. Game changer. A game changer can refer to a person who is a visionary or a company that alters its business strategy and conceives an entirely new business plan. Get on board. Get on board actually refers to joining or participating in a new team or project. Guesstimate. Guesstimate is defined as an estimate without using adequate or complete information, or more strongly, as an estimate arrived at by guesswork or conjecture. Handholding. Handholding refers to the help and advice given to someone when they are doing something for the first time. Freshers, in particular, might be getting a lot of this kind of help. In loop. In the loop means that a certain group of people deal with important decisions or have specific knowledge of something. If you're in the loop, then you're one of this group and a party to that particular information. KPI or key performance indicators. It refers to a set of quantifiable measurements that's used to gauge a company's overall long-term performance. Process improvement. Process improvement involves the business practices of identifying, analyzing, and improving existing business processes to optimize performances, meet best practice standards, or simply improve quality. Scalability. Scalability describes a company's ability to grow without being hampered by its structure or available resources when faced with increased production. Seamless. Seamless refers to something that has been executed smoothly and without any awkward transition. Standardize. Standardization is the process by which a company makes its methods, especially its production processes, uniform throughout its organization. Stopgap. A stopgap is a temporary measure or short-term fix that is used until something better can be obtained. And the last one, thought leader. A thought leader is a person who offers guidance and insight to those around them. In other words, a thought leader has a positive reputation of helping others with their knowledge and insight. So, these are some of the most frequently used professional jargons in a company environment, and I hope knowing them will help you fit into the company culture better. If you are liking what you're hearing and looking at so far, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you do not miss on our upcoming videos and updates. Now we are going to talk about the rules of verbal communication. Effective professional verbal communication includes the ability to speak fluently, to be succinct yet thorough, to exude confidence, and to communicate in a manner that is appropriate for the occasion. The style of verbal communication that is used at board meeting is quite different from the style of verbal communication that is appropriate for a working lunch, working as a customer service representative, or running into a colleague at an out of office event. An essential component of effective verbal communication is the ability to listen to the comments from those you are communicating to and to observe their reactions. Verbal communication is categorized into interpersonal communication and public speaking. The other form of communication is written communication. Now, professionals who excel at written communication understand how to use language to get their message across. They're efficient at utilizing all forms of grammar and punctuation to add in-depth meaning to their writing. Similarly, verbal communication is also about the words you choose to speak and how these words are received and interpreted. Your gesture and overall body language also actually adds to it, impacting the interpretation. So it is important to have an open mind. Open-mindedness is one of the most sought-after employee traits. According to the University of California Davis Internship and Career Center Program Coordinator Keen Barnes. Being open-minded means that you have a willingness to listen to other ideas and opinions and consider the possibility that you can be wrong or may change your own perspective. This can be an important quality in a workplace. Supervisors want to know that you have a willingness to learn new things and consider alternative approach to problem solving. In an interview, showing that you're open-minded instills confidence in the hiring manager that you're teachable and coachable. Someone who projects a know-it-all attitude is often a turn-off. Also, the hiring manager wants to know that you have a cooperative attitude and listen well to others when they share their opinions. Focus on the context. Context is also known as the condition of an environment. Your context will help you to evaluate the information that you share with your audience. The success of your communication depends on how well you understand the context of the communication and then how well you make it clear to your audience. Stay clear of distractions. We react emotionally to certain words, concepts, and ideas, and to a myriad of other cues from speakers, which could be appearance, non-verbal cues such as gestures, etc. Make a conscious effort to quiet your own emotional reactions so that you can listen properly. Audible noise may be extremely distracting. Some things can be minimized, like turn down the ringer on your phone and notifications on your phone or computer while meeting with someone. Other noises might be a little unavoidable. Example, construction work, other people. Also, there might be figurative noise from external environment, such as distracting or inappropriate decor in a room, or environmental conditions, such as the room being too hot or too cold. So avoid all of these distractions or prepare your mind in such a way that you're already conditioned to not let all of these external factors hamper you. With all these in mind, you will be able to form your verbal communication effectively and get your message conveyed properly. I hope with all that we have discussed today, you will be able to align yourself better with your work environment, build a strong and positive working relationship with all your peers and supervisors at your workplace, and address and overcome roadblocks effectively. If you have enjoyed this video and found it useful, please put down your suggestions in the comment section below for similar videos that you want to see on our channel. So best of luck and power ahead in your career. Thank you.